TE is one of the 8 cognitive functions which is known for being logical, analytical, and results-driven. In this video, we'll take a closer look at the major characteristics of TE. TE users like to use clear and accurate measurements to help them understand things. They will often refer to evidence, numbers, and studies conducted by professionals to help them find out what is true. But this doesn't mean that TE is simple-minded and will believe anything published in a paper. TE users are highly analytical and critical thinkers. They carefully evaluate the validity and reliability of sources before accepting them as evidence. When looking at a study, a high TE user will consider many factors like the sample size, the relevancy of the research question, the reliability and validity of the methods used, who conducted the research, what are their qualifications, what is their background, what other work they have published, how it has been received, what kind of criticism the study has received, what was the researcher's response to this criticism, who funded the study, where it was published, and if there is any agenda behind the study. Basically, TE is extremely detail-oriented in its approach, which has contributed to scientific advancement in the past century. TE likes to observe and study things carefully to find out how they work. It focuses on finding the most accurate and efficient way to solve problems and make decisions. TE is interested in figuring out how things are connected to each other in a system. TE uses theories, systems, models, and languages to find the best solutions by understanding how one part of the system can affect another part. TE then uses this knowledge to improve and optimize the system. An example of this would be a TE user who works in a factory and needs to optimize the production process. They would study the entire production line as a unit and analyze how changes in one part of the system, such as a faster machine or a new material, can affect the output of the whole system. By understanding the relationships between the different parts of the system, the TE user can identify the most effective solutions to improve the overall efficiency and productivity of the factory. TE users prefer structure in their lives. They don't like sitting around doing nothing and like to keep themselves busy. They believe in getting things done and dislike having unfinished work. TE users tend to plan and organize their time, setting goals and working systematically towards achieving them. However, this drive for productivity can also lead to burnout if they don't take breaks and give themselves time to rest and recharge. They can be very hard on themselves as well as others around them. This tendency can earn them a reputation for being controlling or a tryhard, which can result in hostility from people around them. TE is very conscientious. High TE types are knowledgeable, quick learners, and competent, which makes them very confident in their decision-making. These abilities make them a dependable figure in their environment, and people naturally look up to them for guidance and leadership. They can accomplish tasks with a clear sense of direction and purpose, which helps them rise to the top of the hierarchy. However, their lack of grace and tact in communicating with others can lead to frustrations in group settings. They have difficulty navigating the emotional landscapes of others, and may find it easier to take control of things themselves than to negotiate a middle ground with others. TE is logical and extroverted. It wants to affect change in the environment by expressing its ideas and educating people. TE feels accomplished when it can convince people to adopt the same logical ideals as them. High TE users have strong dislike for people who spread misinformation or have an illogical worldview. When they come across such people, they tend to become very confrontational, willing to crush people's feelings to ensure the accuracy of information. In this way, TE can become very argumentative. They are blunt and to the point in communication, and don't like wasting their own and others' time talking about unnecessary fluff. If people aren't direct and beat around the bush, high TE types will interrupt them and ask them to get to the point.